Get your free trial of our training for lawyers at www.teachucomp.com/lawyers.
In this lesson, you will learn how to track changes that you and others make to a document. While it is possible to track changes on a document that you work on exclusively, the majority of users will use this tool when working on a document collaboratively. This feature allows the different users to make changes to the shared document that can be tracked, reviewed, and saved before creating a final version of the document. In order to enable tracking changes within a document, click the Review tab in the ribbon. You can then click the Track Changes button in order to begin tracking changes to the document. At this point, you should also review the options that are set for tracking changes within the document. If using Word 2013, click the Change Tracking Options dialog box launcher button that appears in the lower right corner of the Tracking button group on the Review tab in the ribbon to open the Track Changes Options dialog box. If using Word 2010 through 2007, instead click the drop-down arrow on the Track Changes button in the Tracking button group, and then select the Change Tracking Options command from the drop-down menu that appears to open the Track Changes Options dialog box. Now in the Track Changes Options dialog box, you can review and, if needed, change any settings that will be used to track changes within the document. After inspecting the settings, click the OK button to apply your desired options. At this point and in the future, any changes that are made to the document will appear using the Track Changes options that you selected. To set the appearance of the tracked changes within the document, you can use the Display for Review drop-down that appears within the Tracking button group. The choices that appear within this drop-down menu vary between Word 2013 and Word 2010 through 2007. In all versions of Word, you can select Original from the drop-down to see the document as it appeared prior to having any tracked changes made. In Word 2013, you can select the All Markup choice to view all markups contained within the document. You can select the No Markup choice to view the changes made without the markup indicators. You can select the Simple Markup choice, which is the default choice, to see the original text with any tracked changes and reviewer comments. Now, if you're using Word 2010 through 2007, then you can choose the Original Show Markup choice to see the original text with any tracked changes and reviewer comments. If you select the Final Show Markup choice, you will see all tracked changes to the document. If you select the Final choice, you will see the document with all of the proposed changes included. Another way of viewing the changes that have been made to a document is by using the Reviewing pane. Within the Reviewing pane, you will see all tracked changes grouped by change type. You can enable the display of the Reviewing pane by clicking the drop-down Reviewing pane button and then choosing either Reviewing pane vertical or Reviewing pane horizontal from the drop-down menu of choices. To close the Reviewing pane, you can then click the small X button in the upper right corner of the Reviewing pane once you've reviewed the changes. You can then choose to accept or reject the proposed tracked changes within the document to prepare a final copy. To do this, click into the body of the document or into the Reviewing pane, and then click either the Previous or Next buttons within the Changes button group on the Review tab in the ribbon. Word will then select either the previous or next change by highlighting it. You can then click either the Accept or Reject buttons that appear within the Changes button group to accept or reject the highlighted change. You can then repeat this process to move through all of the changes, accepting or rejecting them individually. Now also note that you can choose to accept or reject all changes made to a document by clicking the drop-down arrows on either the Accept or Reject buttons in the Changes button group, and then choosing either the Accept All Changes or Reject All Changes command from the drop-down menus that appear below the respective buttons. To turn off change tracking within a document, simply click the Track Changes button again within the Tracking button group on the Review tab within the ribbon. Note that this is a toggle button and will appear highlighted within the ribbon when change tracking is enabled in a document. Once you click the button again, the button should appear normally within the button group, indicating that change tracking is no longer enabled.
Like what you see? Get your free trial of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/lawyers.